everybody, welcome back to Charismas. My name is Miriam and it's 2018, a brand new year, a brand new start for a new way of living and new creative ideas. So we're excited to bring you all our ideas here at Charismas, and it's going to be fun and exciting. So join us for 2018 with a little bit of fun and cheap, exciting ideas here at Charismas. Let's get started. So I came up with an idea for some frames for your wall. Now you could put, frames could be used for pictures or just even like I showed you during the holidays, your own ideas with, some burlap and a ribbon. It's honestly up to you. But I thought adding frames together and kind of making a mock box and then putting, a mason jar in the middle with some either petals or just some ideas of, a few love notes in there that you could open up and read and remember that person who gave it to you. I thought that would be kind of different and actually really creative. So I have 3 frames here and I painted them white. And then after I got a normal gold marker and I just put on there a few words that I thought were loving to me. So I went with Beethoven's, words. Ever mine, ever thine, ever ours. He ends actually one of his love letters to his loved one that way. So I wanted to do that here for the frame. Now you could put on here best friend or happy birthday. It doesn't have to only be for Valentine's Day. I'm using it for that because I want my husband to put it up in his office. And if he's feeling like he's missing me, he could open up a jar and see inside there a few of the letters. Now this jar is going to be placed inside here. I'm going to hot glue it right in here. And then with a little bit of ribbon and maybe some petals, I have some words on there that have some, special meanings to us. He's able to open it up and read what it says. Now I'm going to hot glue the jar inside here, so all that will be able to be moved will be the lid. And once these frames are hot glued together, you'll be able to see they're going to be around 1.5 inches. That's the width of it. So let's get started with, gluing this together and starting this whole project. Now you want to make sure that the little metal things that are here inside, press them all the way in. So instead of them being like this, press it right in that way. That way you have everything just squished in all the way, touching the other wood. You want to make sure that with all the frames, that way you're able to hot glue them very easily together. So I've already done all that here. Now I'm going to start the hot gluing process. I have my one frame. I'm going to hot glue it to this other frame here. My hot glue gun's ready and hot. Let us add the glue to the top of here and just little bits on the edging, at the bottom here, top here. That way it sticks. We're going to add this one right to the top of that. Make sure that they are together, and that way press gently on there. You can see that. This is also very creative as well. If you want to make it into like, if you have like a little area that you want to make a little planted area, you could, get a little like plant box inside here and just keep stacking them up and make your own kind of, plant box. I mean, again, when you are creating certain things, you really can just keep going because the sky's the limit when it comes to creating. There really is no perfect way of creating or right way. It really is what's on your mind, because imagination will really be the talk of the day when it comes to creating. Alrighty, make sure to write whatever you want on the last one, because you are not going to want to do it once they're all put together. Now make sure they're all stuck together that way. And you could also add more hot glue inside just to make sure it is very stable. I have my box. It's strong, so I'm gonna make sure that it is just more to my liking of strength. Gonna need a little more hot glue. and just keep adding. That way it is strong. Go ahead and hot glue the back of this right here, and I'll show you why in a few minutes. Just a little dot. Now take the ribbon and press it just like that. That way, when you are gonna do the bow at the front here, it will not come riding down, which usually happens a lot during, especially on a jar, they will come down because they don't have anything to hold on to. There's no grip there. So with that, it's gonna give it a nice grip that I can tie my ribbon to. I really love these cute ideas because it really makes for a really wonderful, special thing. You know, I'm married to a Marine, which I'm sure if you've watched our Instagram live, you know, you heard him say that, you know, he's a Marine and everything. And with that said, these are nice things that they could have on the road with them as well. If some of them are leaving to go off to, you know, if you're married to the Navy, whatever part of the military you're married to, and they're leaving home, they really want to bring something with them that means something, you know, especially from home. That means a lot to them. And for Valentine's Day, I'm sure they're going to be missing you like crazy. So they open up something like this, even if it's just not, you know, the box itself, but if it's a jar like this with, you know, some beautiful memories of, do you remember this? Do you remember the first time you kissed me? The first time we held hands, you know, when our baby was born. Whatever the case may be, whatever memories mean something to you, add them inside here and they'll open it up wherever they're at and they're going to remember you. And that really will warm their heart completely. And if you're just away from somebody that you love, either they're in Europe or whatever the case may be, wherever your loved one is, wherever your heart, your other half is located, something like this is beautiful. And let me tell you something, also for your parents, this is also something that they would love and adore as well, because I'm sure your mom or your dad would like to open it up and read, do you remember the first time you took me to a baseball game? So I mean, this is a wonderful idea in itself, just by itself, you know? And you could add to it, you know, more glitter, whatever the case may be. I do like simplicity, and if you have been watching my videos, you do know I love simple. That's how I do things. And with this simple thing, adding the ribbons inside here, on the front here, and then adding a few things that I want to add on to the ribbon, onto the rose here. I love you. I miss you. I want to kiss, you know, or something like that. Those are also beautiful as well. Or if you want to just get some nice paper, write something on there, like I said, and then fold it up and put it inside here, that's also very special as well. So I'm going to write some little quiet, you know, things between me and my husband in here, and I'll be back. So now that my secret words are inside this jar, I'm gonna go ahead and hot glue it right over here in the middle of this box, and he's gonna put it inside his, you know, inside his office, near his desk. You put it on one little side of the corner. Once it's hot glued, it's not gonna move from here, but this will be able to be opened up. So that's the most cutest thing about it, is that it's still accessible. You're able to get to what's inside. And I do love that. It's very beautiful. You could add some ribbon in the back to give it much more of a, you know, closed feel. But I do like the fact that you can see the wall behind. It kind of, I don't know, seems very rustic to me. And I do love simple and rustic. That's how I do things. That's how I do my decorating. So with that said, let me hot glue this and we're done with this project. Put whatever you want on there. You're my best friend. You're the love of my life. You're my other half. If there's a saying on the computer you want to look up, go right ahead and do that as well. I mean, it really is on you how you want to do this. Put your wedding date on there and put some, you know, I remembrances that you have from your wedding inside here. Whatever you want. You can make this into a birthday box if you want. You know, for me, I added on here my husband's last, you know, words of his vows to me on our wedding day. ever mine, ever thine, ever ours. So with that said, he has inside here some ideas, some remembrances of that day, and just through our life, what means something to us in those petals. And remember, you don't have to make them as petals. You could make them little pieces of paper and put them inside there as well. And if you want, you could also put treats on me and then put some candy inside here. So when they're opening up and they're just, eating something, they're going to remember you. So this is very versatile. I added some little, gold hearts at the bottom to match the gold writing here. That way you have the gold, top at the top here. So everything is just matchy. The white, the pink, the ribbon. It's perfect. This is under $10 and all from the Dollar Tree. Every single thing from getting the pen as well. So this is really inexpensive, perfect. It's something that you created that nobody else is gonna have. And they're gonna be able to use it forever and keep it in their home, like I'm gonna do right now. When my husband comes home, I'm gonna have him come into the office and see this, and there it is, just right there waiting for him. So he'll be surprised completely. And that's my Valentine's Day gift for him. Or one of. Nope, not for drinking, already did that. Sparkling cider and some flowers and ribbon. I'm gonna show you on Saturday how to create this into a wonderful centerpiece, and just maybe some areas in your house you wanna just spice up with some really rustic and creative ideas. It's the start of spring coming up, and even though it doesn't feel like it, I'm getting ready for spring early. Why not? I want to bring the warmth back into my home. So I'm just getting ready for everything to start up and just grow again. So 2018 just started. I really hope you all have a wonderful beginning of the year, and join us every single week where we bring some really creative and inexpensive ideas to your home, and some wonderful cooking ideas too that we have. There's some great quiches coming your way, so join us for that. For Charismas, I'm Miriam. See you Saturday. Bye.